Good evening, Eagles basketball fans. This is Jim Nelson and Frank Winkle, the voices of the Eagles, here for the Eagles' second home game of the year. And Frank, a pretty interesting matchup. Two of the premier District 1 programs, both teams coming off of opening night's losses. Ours, a 19-point loss to Westchester Henderson. Pennwood going down by 12 to a Westchester East team that wasn't supposed to be very good this year. And in the Westchester paper after that game, Tom McGee the writer of the article said, this may have been the wake-up call Norristown needed, talking about the Henderson game. Do you believe in such things?
Well, yes, I do, Jim. Tom McGee, I think, likes to play a more set pattern game. He doesn't seem to like the running transition game, and Norristown seemed to fall into it. I think this tells the players you play it Tom's way.
Right. Frank, some interesting stats over that first game. We commented, in fact, you leaned over to me several times and said, I wonder how poorly Norristown was shooting. Well, we know now.
Yes.
How badly did they shoot Friday night?
Well, 1 for 14 in the third quarter. But I think a lot of that was their shot selection. A lot of those, you'll recall, were three-point shots taken from way out. I don't know that you always have to take those points. You know, you don't live and die on the three-point shot. Another thing, they committed 38 fouls. The opponents got 28 points on those 38 fouls. By contrast, Norristown only made 8 foul shots the whole game.
Yeah, I think you figured out, you showed me today in school, that we would have won the game 44 to 43 right. If it hadn't been the foul
Take away the foul shots, 44-43 Norristown victory, which to me indicates, although we committed a lot of fouls, we played fairly decent defense.
Yeah, and it wasn't bad officiating or anything. Those were fouls.
Right.
We also commented upon that early, that our team can't afford to get in foul trouble like that early on. You know, your comment, McGee was also quoted in this article as saying, we've got to kick it inside. By the third quarter, we noticed Henderson had packed in their zone, and Norristown could only get shots from the outside.
Well, that's what once you see a team can't make the outside shot, you just put everybody on the paint until they start making that outside shot. But what I didn't like was all our outside shots were from three-point land. Thompson made a couple 10-foot jumpers. That's where you want to get. You want to get that jump shot to within like 10 feet of the basket, 10 or 12 feet, not from three-point land.
Got the impression that Tom McGee was not awfully happy with what he saw the first game. They had worked very hard. Lineup change tonight, an interesting one. Omar Jenkins replacing Jimmy Lever, who so much was expected from. Why do you think McGee made this move?
I don't know, Jim. I think probably because Tom wants to send a message. He doesn't want street basketball. He doesn't want teams running up and down the court. He wants controlled basketball, and he's probably looking for somebody who will lead the team to controlled basketball. But your comment on McGee being upset, Jim, remember after the dunk, Tom took Lop out after he dunked the ball and pointed to the scoreboard indicating what good's the dunk if you're 16 points down?
Yeah, and I think that's another message that has to be sent. And I think I'd like to send a message to the Norristown fans also, because I understand a lot of the fans sitting behind the Norristown team bench were upset, and we're letting Coach McGee have it over that decision. Well, we both said he did exactly right. 16 points ahead, you don't showboat. It's like Mark McMillan on the Eagles, who makes a routine play and goes dancing around the field. McGee doesn't want that, and I think he's going to put these guys on the bench if that's the way they want to play. I agree, I approve. And I'd say the Norristown fans, wise up. This man knows basketball. When you take a guy out like this, you're doing what you should. Don't let him have it. You ought to applaud him for what he did.
I agree. McGee's record speaks for itself. However, the fans are used to seeing that transition game that Norristown has been so famous for the last 20 years, where they score on the transition game. They don't seem to set up plays, although they'd have at time, but it just doesn't seem like it. It seems like a team that full court press all game long, runs up and down the court, never sets up a play. That's what the fans have been seeing for 20 years. and Tom McGee's a contrast to that.
Yeah, and they're going to have to get used to that because he's going to play a disciplined offense, and his track record is proven. What he did at St. Pius, what he's done in coaching, shows that if the players will listen to him, you know, he will produce a winner here, and we will have a team that of which we can be proud. It's going to be interesting tonight to see how these two teams rebound from their loss. I certainly know that Norristown expects to win, comes in planning on posting a win tonight before they go into league play. Downingtown on Wednesday, and then we begin league play on Friday. You got to turn it around in a hurry.
Yeah, this is two teams that thought they were going to win their first games.
We'll be back in just a few minutes for starting line. I want to alert the fans, when you watch this game, listen behind us to hear the Pennwood cheerleaders. Quite a show. Frank and I have seen the Pennwood Chester cheerleaders before, and they are a lot of fun to watch. We're back here at the Eagles Gymnasium, ladies and gentlemen, Norristown sports fans, with the introduction of the starting lineups. For the Patriots from Pennwood, they will go with number 20, Aaron Macri, number 22, Tony Reynolds, number 32, Marion Strickland, number 42, Kyle Hill, and number 45, Kerry Coleman. For the Eagles tonight, we've already mentioned the one change. They'll ride with number 3, Omar Jenkins, 5'7", 11th grader. Number 40, 6'2", 10th grader Lofton Thompson. Number 42, 6'4", 12th grader Mike Starling. Number 45, 6'3", 12th grader James Lopp. And number 55, 6'8", 12th grader Scotty Nealman. And we're here ready for the national anthem.
Cheerleaders singing the national anthem, led by captains Heather DePiro, Lori Lester, and Tammy Kane.
And we ought to issue a reminder to the fans, Frank, that when you come, you're supposed to be quiet during the national anthem. Take off your hat and show a certain amount of respect. This is going to be a game that Norristown actually needs to win. You got to get on the board early in the year. You don't want to get off 0-2. Now, Wednesday we go to a Downingtown team, which is a very, very young team. It's a game where you expect to win. But this is one that looks like it should be a toss-up.
It'll be interesting to see what happens under the boards tonight.
Probably just to be interesting if Pennwood had somebody scouting Norristown, whether they'll pack their zone in low and give us some outside shots until we start hitting.
I certainly would, Jim. I'd make Norristown prove that they can make the outside shot.
Starling and Strickland are going to jump center, and you may have some trouble hearing me because the Pennwood Patriot cheerleaders are right off to our right. And they are going to be a noisy crew. Okay, Starling and Strickland up. Ball controlled, Nealman battling, he's got it. Nealman gives to Thompson, Thompson over to Jenkins, who will control the Norristown arm. Macri's playing him outside. Jenkins to Lopp, Lopp underneath the Starling. Starling looks, doesn't have the shot, comes out to Lopp. Lopp on a spin move, goes inside with a jumper, he's round, he's got it.
And Jim, that's the range we want the shot taken from, not three-point land.
Here comes Macri with a dribble. Jenkins is a tough little defender, Frank. I would not go up against him. want to go up against him. He's all over you on defense.
Looks like we're playing a zone, Jim.
Macri, number 20. That's right. Jenkins, and the ball goes in underneath. It's going to kick back out. 22. Shot from the corner is no good. That's Reynolds. Got a battle for the rebound underneath. Goes out of bounds. It's off Nealman. Once again, it's number 20 Macri, number 22 Reynolds, number 32 Strickland, number 42 Hill, number 45 Coleman for the Patriots. Macri to inbounds underneath. Goes outside. It's Coleman with the ball. Looks for Macri. Finds him. Norristown with a good pressure zone. Thompson and Jenkins up front. Macri on the dribble. Ball in the corner, no good. Rebound battle, rebound up. We're going to have a foul. It's either on Nealman or Starling. It's on Starling, his first. It's number 22, Tony Reynolds. And Frank, it's funny, kind of ironic. This is probably one of the bigger Eagles teams of recent years, and yet they seem to have a little trouble on the boards. Henderson battled them on the boards, and Pennwood has given him a battle so far.
Well, Jim, it shows you that the most important things in rebounding are getting position and speed. That oftentimes they mean much more than height, especially in high school ball.
Reynolds makes them both 2 for 2, and that's a stat we'll look for. The game is tied at 2. We're under 7 minutes in the first quarter. Jenkins gives the ball over to Thompson. Ball almost lost. Thompson on the drive all the way. Misses. Big rebound. It's 32. Marion Strickland. Over to Macri. Macri moving up quickly. Ball comes across to Hill. Hill launches the 3. It's up. Off the rim. No good. Strong rebound by Lopp. Lopp coming on the fast break. Lopp all the way. We're going to have a blocking foul. Have to catch the number of the Patriots. Looks like it's on 42, Kyle Hill. It'll put Lopp on the line, should be shooting 2.
Both teams playing very aggressive defense from the outset. And Jim, you know, it's quite warm in here tonight, isn't it?
Sure is.
They're going to be sweating tonight.
All right, that's what we like to see. Nothing but twine. Lopp makes the first. 3 points for James Lopp in the early going. Eagles up by 1. Lopp ready, shot goes up, round, he's got it. Eagles lead 4-2. Modified pressure on Jenkins, Lopp, Nealman. That's interesting, losing Scotty Nealman up front. It's broken. Hill on the move. Got to come outside, finds Macri. Macri is up top. Over on the left is Reynolds. Flashing across the pivot is Hill. Strickland's underneath. Ball comes into Hill. Hill looks for the jumper around Macri. Macri, no, the move. There's Nealman with a block. Thompson coming out. Thompson on a strong move all the way. He's got it. Lofton Thompson on the fast break sends the Eagles off to a 6-2 lead. Number 22 is Reynolds, come across the Hill. Hill goes in, ball goes over. There's a shot. 32, Strickland.
The fans didn't like that. They thought it was all ball.
Do you believe this, Frank? One of my students just bought me an assignment. That shows the dedication of the Norristown students, I guess.
His parents probably said he couldn't come to the game until he turned it in.
He probably used that as an excuse to get here. What do you mean? Can I have the car tonight? No, well, I got to have it. I got an assignment that's got to be turned in. Strickland ready. He's got it. Pennwood 3.
Is that another one? His second assignment just came in.
In and out. Ball, Nealman with a strong rebound. Nice to see Scott get up there. First rebound, Eagles 6-3. 5:43 left. Jenkins all the way. We got a block. That might be Hill again. That's his second foul. Pennwood coach is not happy with that call. Pennwood coach wants the charging call.
Jim, Norristown, when they get the ball, they seem to get it way down there really fast before Pennwood gets set up.
Now that's the way you're going to get the close-in shots. If you let them set up the zone, then you're forced outside. Jenkins ready. First shot, no good. He'll be shooting a second. Here comes a pretty big player, Frank. Number 52, Ryan Booker, off the... He is a large young man.
He certainly is.
He's replacing Hill.
He's going to take up a lot of room out there.
Jenkins with a second, no good. Battle for the ball. Ball's out of bounds. It's off number 32,
ball.
Strickland. And that was Scotty Nealman up again, contesting him for that rebound. Thompson inbound underneath. Thompson comes deep for Lopp. Ball's almost taken away. Lopp on his spin move, underneath, nothing there.
I thought Lopp was fouled when he got the ball. He got smacked in the head.
Eagles fall back, no pressure this time.
Looks like they're playing a 1-2-2 zone.
Macri with the ball, Reynolds to his left. On his right is number 45, Coleman. Underneath, Strickland and Booker. Booker in for Hill. Coleman flashes across the foul line, nothing there. Macri's outside, content to work with the ball. Now starts to move over to Reynolds. Reynolds with a strong move, the jumper, he's got it. We're going to have a foul, it's on Jenkins. It's Reynolds on the shot.
It looks like both teams are going to force the other team to take those outside shots.
Reynolds with 4. Ball rounded out, big rebound, Mike Scarling up on the boards. 6-5 Eagles, 5:03. Here goes Thompson on the drive. Ball up, no good. Battle for the rebound. Lopp spins. No, battle on the board. Lopp again.
And he's fouled. I'll tell you, Jim, Lopp has really been aggressive out there in that rebounding department.
Frank,
he's been going up and down like on a pogo stick.
I have a feeling that someone lit a fire under him after that last game. What do you think?
Well, that's one thing we noticed after the last game. When someone would shoot, nobody was crashing the boards.
Our team might have been here a long time after that game ended, Frank. Lopp's foul shot in and out. That last foul was on Coleman, his first. And once again, Pennwood was upset about the foul being called. Last game, you remember, Frank, we were in the 1-and-1 situation. The other team was in the 1-and-1 situation with about 10 minutes left in the half.
That's right.
And you can't do that. Ball comes over to Coleman. Lopp contesting, ball outside to Reynolds. Reynolds over to Macri. Macri this time on the right. They have to be aware where he is because he looks like he can launch him. To Macri. Macri on the dribble. Back to Reynolds. Ball stolen by Lopp. Lopp and Thompson. Over to Thompson. Thompson with a driving jumper. No. Down and out. Ball off of the Eagles out of bounds. The second driving layup that the Eagles have missed.
But that was a tough one, Jim. Thompson was too far from the basket and he didn't want to get caught.
I'm just glad to see him going for the ball, going for the basket. I like to see that. That foul's on Lopp, pressuring on Coleman. Lopp's first, team fourth. Eagles are up by 2, 4:28 left in the first period. Inbounding will be Coleman. Coleman to Macri. Thompson and Jenkins playing outside for the Eagles. Ball's over to Reynolds. Reynolds has the jumper. No. That's going to be a push on Coleman, and that's going to be Coleman's second foul. So Pennwood has 2 of its bigger players in foul trouble, both with 2 already in the early going. Jenkins on the dribble, Macri to play him. Jenkins all the way, ball's got, Macri
nice
gets
block.
the foul. And that's going to be the team,
that?
yes, that's going to be the team's 5th foul. Jenkins in the act of shooting will be on the line for 2. Jenkins 0 for 2 on his first effort. And this is an area, Frank, the Eagles have to improve in, just have to. 33% the first game, it's going to kill you. Jenkins ready with his second. Shot is up. Round, no good. Gonna have a foul this time on Lopp. That's his second. 15. Both teams racking up the fouls. Eagles still up by 2, 7-5, 4-10 left. Off the bench is Lever. I wonder if he'll be coming in for Lopp or if he's coming in for Jenkins. It's Macri with the ball. Macri on the dribble. Jenkins out to pressure him. Finds Reynolds. Nothing there. Reynolds will come back to Macri. Nealman went out on Reynolds. Macri over to Coleman. Coleman on the dribble. Nothing to Macri. Macri on the drive. Over to Reynolds. Reynolds with the move. No. Over to Coleman. Coleman on the move. Underneath to Booker. Booker misses the layup. Rebound by Nealman. Nealman's second board. And that's what they need from Nealman. On the board. Thompson may have gotten away with a double dribble there. Lopp on the move. Lopp on the move all the way. We're going to have a foul. It's going to be on Coleman, his third.
I'll tell you, Jim, Nealman's looked a lot more aggressive than last game.
Nealman was out of the last game by this time, if you remember. It's number 30, Dan Parks, coming in. And Frank, I don't know how deep Pennwood is, but here are two starters, one with 3, one with 2 fouls. That's got to hurt you in the early going. Also the 6th foul. Next foul will be the 1-on-1. Shot up, Lopp's got it.
Did you notice one of the cheerleaders hollered something, one of the Pennwood cheerleaders, when Lopp was shooting?
Second one no good. Rebound controlled by Booker. Eagles up 8-5. Booker battling. Nealman giving him some pressure underneath. Ball over to Macri. Jenkins covering him. Falling back into the zone. Inside, there's a battle going on with Nealman and Ryan for position. Nealman and Strickland for position. Ball to Booker. Booker misses. Rebound. Strickland, no. Battle. Strickland again. Comes up. He's got it. Marion Strickland, the offensive rebound. Eagles by 1. 3 minutes left in the first period. Lopp launches a 3. He's got it. Here goes Reynolds. Reynolds to Parks. Off to Macri. Macri with a left-handed jumper. No. And I believe Macri was their high scorer in the first game. Eagles on a 3-on-1. Over to Jenkins. Jenkins with a layup. He's got it. Eagles 13-7. And I would expect the Pennwood coach to be looking for a timeout. Reynolds launches the jumper. He's got it. A 3. That's 7 for Reynolds. Lopp has 9 as the 2 duel. Lopp, shot no good. Starling with a rebound. He's got it. Mike Starling with the offensive rebound. Eagles by 5. And that's what you like to see, Frank. There weren't many offensive boards the other day. Reynolds outside. We're coming down to the 2-minute mark. There's Macri. Macri, a left-handed shooter. Reynolds with the ball out. Over to Macri again. Macri back to Reynolds. Reynolds makes the fake. Shoots the jumper. In and out. Battle Booker. Booker up. Brown. He's got it. Booker's first 2. Booker looks like he's going to be a force on an offensive board.
He takes up a lot of space under
There's
there.
Lopp. Lopp launching a jumper. No good. Starling again with a battle. Ball out of bounds. Batted away by Reynolds. Here comes Lever. And number 54 is Jason Graham. Lopp sits down. Starling sits down. So we go with a smaller team, but it should be a little quicker team. And a sign of some trust in Scott Nealman there, not taking him out early on.
And Jim, the difference in this game right now is that Norristown has been just a little bit faster. Not much, but just a little bit faster getting up and down the floor.
Thompson over to Lever. Lever will come outside. And they want to see how Lever handles that point guard. 3 for 18 shooting the other day, a bad night. Thompson to Nealman, back to Thompson, to Jenkins. Jenkins over to Lever. Lever a little hesitant. Comes outside to Jenkins. Jenkins on the move. Jenkins going to launch the jumper. No. Nealman with a rebound. His 3rd board. Jumper no good. Coming down with a board. And there's a bad move, Frank.
Yep.
Pennwood player. We'll talk about that. Ball stolen away. Jenkins with a layup. Pennwood coach really upset.
He should be.
But he should be upset with his own player.
You don't just pull that ball down and stand there.
No, you just invite getting tied up. There's Reynolds.
Oh, a nice block.
Blocked by Graham.
Well, Graham. It's going to be one of those 3-point foul shots.
It is a 3-point foul shot. I don't remember whether we may have seen one last year.
Yeah, I remember one.
I have to remind fans that if you're behind that 3-point line and you get fouled, it is a 3-point foul shot. This is Reynolds shooting, and he will be on the line for 3. First one is strong off the back of the rim, no good. Coming in for the Eagles is number 0, Daryl Ray, replacing Nealman. It's Ray, Graham, Thompson, Lever, and Jenkins in for Norristown.
I thought Ray was a big boy until I saw Booker out there.
Looks like they should both be playing around off of each other in the football game.
Hey, I'll tell you, Booker takes up some space out
Way
there.
to see the two of them. And Graham, hey, Graham is no small guy either. All right.
Look,
Reynolds with 2, 17-14. Reynolds has 9 to top Lop. Ty Lop is our scorer. Here goes Lever on the drive. Didn't see anybody there. Ball stolen away. Right back again. A bad pass. It's Thompson. Jumper's taken away. This time by Booker, leading the fast break. I don't believe it. To Reynolds. Reynolds to Macri. Macri, the little left-hander. 30 seconds. I think they'll probably wait for one shot. Coming down on 25. Reynolds up high. Macri up with him. Eagles beginning to go out, put a little pressure. Macri goes over to Ryan. Ryan with a jumper. He's got it. Three-pointer ties the game. Ryan's first point, 17 all. Down to under, heading toward 10 seconds. Thompson on the move, launches a jumper, no good. Rebound, Ryan. Ball is on the floor. Booker. Booker over to Macri. Macri to Reynolds. Launches in and out.
oh, almost in.
That ends the first period with a score. Eagles 17. Patriots 17.
It's going to be an interesting second half, Jim.
And we got to stop scheduling these schools south of us, Frank, and head north next year.
Well, in the beginning of the quarter, the Eagles seemed to be more in control. Near the end there, they just seemed to be out of control again. It's so tempting to keep when you're going up and down the floor, to just not stop to set up plays, but just keep crashing toward the basket.
Pennwood cheerleaders out in front of us, Frank. 2 years ago, if you remember, we saw the Chester cheerleaders. And I'd like to see a contest between these two cheerleading squads. It would be fun to watch.
They put on a real show.
Early going foul trouble. Hill and Coleman for Pennwood. Hill with 2, Coleman with 3. Eagles, Lop has 2. There's 3 other players with 1. Interesting figure. Scotty Nealman with 3 rebounds. James Lop battling off the boards. But Pennwood also very tough underneath. And that's going to be something the Eagles are going to be battling with for the entire game. Pennwood would inbound right in front of us. It's Parks to handle the ball, number 30. Macri, on the dribble, left-hander. Eagles, no changes. Same lineup that finished. Ray, Graham, Thompson, Jenkins, Lever. Frank, this is a team that, while Ray is a senior, outside of that, this is a team that could be playing next year. Ball comes into Booker, out to Macri. Macri with a fake, and there's just a lucky play. Now, let's see who's the foul on. It's going to be on Jason Graham, but Frank, there's a lucky play. Macri went in and he looked to pass it off. Nobody there. He just throws it up. It hits the boards, and Pennwood gets it.
It seems like Pennwood has a real height advantage in there now.
Strickland on the line for 2. Makes the first, sending the Patriots ahead by 1 here in the early going of the second period. Ready with a second. It's up. He's got it. Strickland looks like 3 for 4. And our trusty statistician here, John McCarroll, making his debut with us, doing a real fine job keeping me alert of what's going on. Ball is to Ray. Ray finds Graham underneath. Gray with a turnaround spin. No. Ball high on the board. It's Reynolds. The Eagles have to surround that board there to get some offensive rebounding. Macri with the ball.
Looks like they've gone to a man-to-man defense.
Macri on the move. Spin. No good. Thompson with a rebound. We're going to have a foul, and that's a smart foul. Well, actually, it's the 7th foul, so Thompson will be going up 1-on-1. But Eagles had a fast break and a man wide open.
That foul really hurt us.
That's Macri's second foul, too. So here's 3 starters with 2 fouls with 7:02 left in the half. Now, 2 of them are on the bench, but Macri is still in. Thompson going to the line for 2. Thompson's foul side up. He's got it. Going to be shooting the bonus. Both teams in the bonus, so no advantage here. Thompson ready with a second. Eagles down by 1. Shots up. He's got it.
He really arches
2 for
that
3
ball.
in the early going. Yeah, you notice Jenkins does that too. Here comes Reynolds down court.
And there we are, full court
I was talking to
pressure.
Teddy Monaco, who coaches some of these guys in the summer, and he said they had problems with their foul shooting in the summer also. There goes Reynolds, nice move. Tony Reynolds with 11 points. Looks like a nice ball player, Frank. 21-19 Pennwood. Lever on the move, jumper from the foul line, no. Parks with a rebound. Over to Macri. Macri looked down court, thought for a minute about giving it to Reynolds, but nothing there. Comes outside. Eagles into man-to-man. Well, now, wait a minute. Yeah, they're working picks. Did you see Thompson ran right off of Booker's rear, and that's a rather large rear to go off of, we might say. Reynolds launches the three, off the rim, no good. Thompson with a big rebound. On the break, 3-on-2. Thompson going all the way, left-handed. Round, he's got it. Lofton Thompson, strong move to the basket. 6 for Lofton. Eagles tie it at 21. 6 minutes exactly left in the period. Reynolds with the ball over to Parks. Parks on the dribble, short jumper up, around, he's got it. That's 5 for Parks, coming off the bench. Eagles back with Lever to Jenkins. 2-1-2 zone looks like, right, Frank, for Pennwood?
At the moment.
Over to Jenkins, almost loses it, back outside to Thompson. Thompson inside to Ray, ball taken away, Macri control. Coming down, 3-on-2. To Booker, and there's no way I would get in front of that guy driving.
He puts in the rebound. Jim.
Booker on the rebound. He's got 4. Timeout for McGee. Does not like what he sees as Pennwood surges to a 25-21 lead. Off the bench is Scotty Nealman. Got to have to get some height back in there. And here in front of us will be the Norristown cheerleaders performing.
Jim, did you notice when Booker made his layup, he didn't leave the floor?
Mike Starling also coming back in for Norristown. And off the bench, number 33, Ty Crutchfield. McGee's going 9 deep already, Frank, and that's something else we like to see because in the long run, that really pays dividends. When you have those 9th and 10th guys who can play ball, they have game experience, it's got to help you.
But for the last few minutes, when he didn't have his height in there, it really hurt us. We weren't getting rebounds at either end of the court.
Now, the other thing is, we've cooled down just a little bit. Again, you've got to see, you like to see Lever, you like to see Jenkins get hot from the outside and pour in those jump shots. You can't depend on Lop every night because he's going to have nights when he's off, and then, your team could be in trouble. Eagles now going, it looks like Lever, Nealman, Thompson, Starling, and Crutchfield as Jenkins gets his first break of the evening. It'll be Thompson and Lever up, Scotty Nealman in the corner, out to Lever. Lever moves inside, shoots a jumper, he's got it. Jimmy Lever. That's his first 2. Warning to the Eagles to leave the ball alone when it comes through the net. That is a technical foul if you don't listen. Coming down court, Macri. Man-to-man, Frank. Lever playing Macri. Macri gets away. Oh, what a pass. That was just a great pass. The basket by Strickland, but the pass by Macri is what made that play. Thompson with a jumper, answered.
But Jim, I heard the Pennwood coach holler, stack low, stack low. Well, we know what that means. 4 guys run along the baseline, and then the man with the ball tries to get it to one of them.
27-25, Eagles down by 2. Macri on the move with a drive, in and out. Thompson with a rebound, 4:20 left in the period. Looking up court. Finds Lever. Lever's going to launch a jumper.
Fouled from behind.
Ball is good. I want to watch this. That might have been a 3-point play, depending upon when she landed. No, they called it 2-point. Feet were on the line. Lever with the basket, 4 points. He's going to get the foul, give the Eagles a chance to go ahead. Lever ready, around and out, battle for the boards, Crutchfield. Ball coming down court. Parks has it, stays in, controlled by Crutchfield. Crutchfield on the dribble, looks for Nealman. Nealman has it, on the move. looking for the foul, no foul. Crutchfield with a left-hander, throws it up. His first two. Eagles up 29-27. Eagles go up by 2, 3:50 left in the period.
I think they want a towel to wipe up the floor. They got
There
a
we
wet
go.
spot there.
Now we can understand that, Frank. It's so hot here.
Well, I guess they figured this time of the year they wouldn't need the air conditioning. Who expected it to be 70 degrees on December 5th?
Is that what it was today?
I think it got up to almost that.
I had a kid ask me in class today. I have to laugh at this. He looked outside, he saw the fog. He said, "If they ever let us go home because of the fog?" I said, "No, what happens is we recycle you, and I'll see you again this afternoon sometime. We'll feed you dinner and have 1,500 at the basketball game." Macri on the dribble, Lever playing him all over. Macri's pretty quick,
Playing
Frank.
man to man.
Yep, there's Reynolds, might have been a walk. Macri on the dribble, goes underneath the Booker, Nealman ties him up.
I thought that was a nice call.
Jump ball, possession arrow is with Norristown. Scotty Nealman playing a strong game tonight.
He's playing a lot more aggressive than he did last game.
You know, this shows something too. Now you don't need to score points to help your team. You can do it with rebounding, you can do it with blocking shots. Crutchfield outside, no good. Nealman in the corner, nothing there. Nealman looking underneath, but comes out to Crutchfield. Crutchfield on the move, over to Nealman again. Nothing there, back outside to Thompson. Thompson works the ball across to Lever. Lever going over to Crutchfield. Crutchfield learns a right-hand jumper, no good, partially blocked. Booker outside to Reynolds. Reynolds on the dribble. Reynolds finds Parks. Parks over, play missed. It was Mrs. Strickland. He was upset, but I don't know what he was upset about. I don't think he was fouled. I didn't see what happened. Lever with a miss. Crutchfield with the offensive rebound. Over to Lever. Lever up high. Over to Crutchfield. Crutchfield launching a three. Round no good. Battle underneath. Starling. Booker controls. Nealman's going to tie him up, and we got a walk. Oh, that could be a... No technical. Booker has slammed that ball off the court. Remember the 1 year?
Right.
District playoff, end of the game. Remember that against Haverford.
But you see the difference now, Jim, when someone on Norristown shoots the ball, some other players are going for the rebound. They're not just standing there watching.
Thompson over to Lever. Lever with a fake. On the move, nothing there, coming back outside. Lever up high. Coming down to the 2:15 mark in the half. Over to Thompson. Crutchfield's up high now. He's going to go across to Crutchfield's got it. Comes back to Thompson. Thompson finds Nealman. Nealman with a short jumper. Up, around, no good. Starling strong off the board. It's out of bounds. It's off of Booker. Mike Starling made that play, though.
But although Nealman missed that shot, that's a good shot to take. It's not that far from the basket.
Thompson over to Lever. Lever coming around, finds Crutchfield. Crutchfield launches a three. No. Nealman with an offensive board. Turns around. No. Out on the board. That's Starling, Booker, and I think we're going to have a foul this time on Starling or Nealman. Not sure which one. Reaching around. Looks like 5-5. Foul is on Nealman. I think that's his first. Here comes number 23, Ben Easley. Frank, my greatest dread of the evening has come true. Number 54, Zubra Bahakaraya has just come into the game.
Maybe you ought to call him by his first name.
How about SB for short? Bahachachaya. But I know what I'm going to do, Frank. There are two very intelligent young ladies on the camera tonight, Jessica Munson and Erica Hall. And at halftime, I'm going to make them learn how to pronounce this name and bring them down here, and they're going to have to tell us how to do this. Shot is around, no good. Eagles rebound. Fight. Okay. 7 points for Parks. Patriots by 1. Strong offensive rebound. Lever to Crutchfield. Crutchfield on a good move to Starling. Starling a jumper, no good. Crutchfield comes around battling. Shot goes up. Can't tell who the foul is on. Might be on Booker the way he reacted. It is. Booker's foul. First one. And Frank, I think the thing that's impressed me the most tonight, is the offensive board work by Starling and Crutchfield in particular, who are really hitting the offensive boards and keeping that ball alive.
And the aggressiveness of Nealman. We still need more offense, Jim. We've got to score more points when we get in that close.
Franklin Barr comes in, replacing Booker. And they've gone 10 deep already. Pennwood, shot up by Crutchfield is good. We have a tie game with 1 minute and 25 seconds left. I don't know whether the Pennwood coach will try to hold this for a last shot or not. 22 is Reynolds. 54 is SB. Bahakaya. Shot is no good. Bahakaya gets the rebound. Uh-oh, he wants to shoot. We got a 5-second call. Ball's going over to the Eagles. And it's Reynolds, Easley, Parks, Barr, and Bahakaya in the lineup for Pennwood. Ball goes into Jason Graham, backing up, underneath, up and down. We're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of Pennwood. 52.8 seconds on the clock. 30-30 is the score. And I would certainly think Pennwood would stay for one shot here. Here comes Reynolds, running the offense. Bahakaya moves up top. 23 is Easley on the right. Underneath is 34 is Franklin Barr. And he reminds you a little bit of he's got to be about 6'4" string bean, you know? Here comes Reynolds. Off balance jumper, he's got it. 32-30, that was a bad shot. Here comes Lever back on the dribble, he's got it.
Layup by Lever.
6 for Jim Lever. Reynolds on the dribble, less than 10. Coming down.
Now you got...
Over to Easley. Easley has a jumper up, around, no good. Crutchfield at the buzzer. Norristown, 32. Pennwood, 32. And Frank, one thing we have to say, the last game, Eagles trailing by 1 on a last-second shot. Westchester Henderson comes out. Eagles go 1 for 14 and are out of the game. Certainly something Coach McGee does not want to see happen again.
Well, I think the Eagles are a lot more aggressive tonight, Jim, but I'm not sure their shooting is that much better. They're getting a few more layups in, but they're shooting from the outside. I'm not sure it's improved much at all.
I'm sure overall they have a little bit better situation.
Well, if you count the layups, you'll recall last game they only shot 26%, and they've got to improve that to win the tight ball game.
Halftime scoring for the visiting Pennwood Patriots. Tony Reynolds with 13, Dan Parks with 7, Marion Strickland with 7, Ryan Booker with 5. Tony Reynolds red hot in that first half. In foul trouble, Coleman starter with 3, Hill with 2, Macri with 2, 3 of the starters. Foul shooting, Pennwood goes 8 for 12, 66%. Not bad, but not what certainly a coach would like to see. For the Eagles of Norristown, Starling has 2, Lopp with 9. Lever came off the bench to score 8 in a strong second period. Lofton Thompson with 8, Jenkins with 4, and Crutchfield with 3. But I want to say again, with Crutchfield and Starling, although they've combined for 5 points, their offensive board work has really been an asset to the Eagles here in the first half. The only person in foul trouble, 2 people, Jason Graham with 2 and James Lopp with 2. Fouls for the Eagles, shooting 7 for 15, which still puts them a nudge under 50%, and that remains unacceptable. You've got to be shooting over 50% on your foul. Once again at halftime, 32-32, Eagles and Patriots, and we will now take a little bit of break before we come back with the second half. We're just about ready to start with the second half. I'm holding up a hat here that one of our young ladies wore tonight. And Frank, I gave you a question of where you would be most likely to see this hat.
Well, Jim, when I was in college one summer, I had a job picking tomatoes in South Jersey. And they gave us all hats like that when we were out in the field.
Actually, Frank, I think that's a hat that a hunter wears in a duck blind and waits out in the water. So I think you're wrong, and you just got gonged. Second half beginning, 32 all. Jenkins with the ball. Thompson. Looks like the Eagles are back with their starting lineup. As is Pennwood. Strong move to the basket, nothing there. Rebound, controlled by Strickland of Pennwood. Both teams with their starting lineups in. Macri with the ball. Eagles look like they're in a man-to-man. Nealman battling, knocks the ball away out of bounds. And Frank, watch the battle underneath there between Kyle Hill and Nealman. Do you see them pushing each other?
Jim, Nealman is much more aggressive than the first game. If he keeps this up all season, he's going to see a lot of basketball.
Eagles in a man-to-man, Frank. Macri with the ball. Looks over. Ball goes underneath. Macri on the move. Ball knocked away. Control. There's a battle. I think we're going to have a foul on Jenkins.
You're going to call foul on that?
I think so. Yep. Foul on Jenkins. That's his second. It's going to be Hill to inbound. Coleman 45. Reynolds 22. Strickland 32. Macri 20 with the ball. Left-hand dribble up high. 7:10 left. 32-32 still. Macri slows it down over there in the corner to Coleman. Coleman looks for Reynolds. Reynolds on the move. Ball taken away. Reynolds up. He's got it.
I think Starling's hurt. Came
Who
down
is
on his hip.
That's Starling.
Oh,
I don't know what happened there.
Well, he came right down on his
But
hip.
it's Reynolds with his 15th point. Pennwood goes up by 4. Up by 2. But the basket didn't go up yet. And the coach is asking about that.
Well, the scorekeeper is asking about it.
Still hasn't registered.
No ref gave the signal.
It's on there now. It's up. There goes Lopp. Lopp with his 11th, ties the game again at 34. Macri coming down on the left-hand dribble. Eagles in zone now.
No, I think they're still in man-to-man, Jim.
Nope, they are. I thought for a moment they were man-to-man. Coleman with a jumper, goes in and out. There's a battle for the board, controlled by Lopp. Lopp finds Jenkins. Jenkins on the move, nothing there. On the drive, goes through, no. Battle for the board, it's controlled by Coleman. Coleman comes over to Macri. Macri looks up court, finds Reynolds. Reynolds will shoot from out here. Ball taken away by Lopp. Here's Macri down with him, but Lopp all the way, he's got it. Lopp with 13, 36-34 Norristown. Macri on the dribble. Up high. Coleman with the ball. Coleman looking for Reynolds. Breaking through, nothing there. Ball back to Macri. Macri on the drive. Looks for the jumper, doesn't have anything. Hill goes into Coleman. Going to have a foul. Foul's going to be on Nealman or Lopp?
I think it might be on Lopp.
It is on Lopp, and that's number 3. That's not what you want to see. Lopp with 4 quick points, leading Eagles scorer with 13, but also with 3 fouls. The ball up to Hill. Hill with a jumper. He's got it. 36 all. Norristown coming down. Thompson with a dribble. Lopp on his left. Jenkins over on his right. Ball goes to Starling. Starling looks for the pass. Nothing there. Goes across the lane. Macri takes it. Up to Reynolds. Reynolds on the break. Reynolds has it. Now what happened? Norristown came over the line.
Stepped over the line, Jim.
How did Pennwood get up to 39?
Yeah, I don't understand this. Did they call that a three-pointer?
I don't know. Thompson on the break. Thompson driving, goes around, no. Lopp battling, rebound controlled with Macri. The save was made by 42 Hill. Macri back. Over to Reynolds. Whoa, foul by Thompson, and they took the point off the board. It's 38-36. We were right on that one.
It's a good foul by Thompson. He didn't let him get the shot off.
You know, Frank, they get a pretty good deal for this $5,000 a game they're giving us. I guess I'd better take that back. People might think I'm serious. We work for a lot less than that, fans. This Coke I'm drinking.
So do our camera people. We'd like to thank Jessica Munson and Erica Hall tonight for working the cameras for us. Two outstanding students at Norristown High School.
Also, Frank, both of them outstanding young people. Jessica, field hockey player and at present a basketball player, and Erica involved in student council and music activities. The kind of students, you know, we just love having because they get themselves involved in so much and get a lot out of high school and give a tremendous back to high school, tremendous amount back. Thompson on the spin move over to Nealman. Nealman on the dribble comes to Starling. Starling passed up the shot to Lopp. Again, nice play, Michael Starling that time, setting up Lopp with a layup. We got a 39-38 ball game favor Pennwood, coming down to the 4:25 mark in the third quarter. Macri up high. And Frank,
we're back in the zone
I didn't
now.
think, I can't believe Pennwood lost by 12 points to Westchester East. Westchester East was not supposed to be a real strong team. But Pennwood does not look like a bad team. Reynolds on the move, doesn't have anything, comes outside to Macri again. Over to Reynolds. We got Parks over on the left. Macri goes it back to Reynolds. Reynolds goes underneath to Strickland. Strickland to Parks. Parks launches the jumper out of the way. We're going to have a foul outside. Foul is on number 32, Strickland. It is his first. Off the Eagles bench is number 00, Jason Griffin. Griffin, who I believe played in the JV game earlier. First foul against Pennwood. Eagles have 3 team fouls. Lever is also in the game for the Eagles, and it's Lever and Lopp outside. Griffin, Nealman, Thompson. Ball goes to Lopp. He's open, launches the 3. He's got it. 18 points, and when Lopp gets hot, he can help you a lot. He's got to learn when he's not hot to feed the ball and distribute it to other players. Macri with the ball over to Park. Lopp almost with a steal. Good try. Parks comes in underneath, ball knocked around. Lever controls, saves it into Griffin. Griffin to Thompson. Thompson with a dribble, moving in. The launch a jumper, in and out. Tough shot. Battle underneath. Ball saved by Thompson. Makes a nice save off the floor, out to Lever. Eagles by 2. There goes Lopp, feeding Griffin. Jump shot from the foul line. He's got it. Jason Griffin with his first 2. Eagles 43-39. Coming down onto the under the 250 mark in the third period. Macri on the move, over to Parks. Parks stop, he's going to learn a jump, it's blocked. That ball was actually blocked by 2 players. Parks going to inbounds, looks for Macri, doesn't have him, finds Reynolds outside. And Lofton Thompson, Frank, is doing a pretty good job on Reynolds right now. Reynolds had the hot first half, and Thompson has kind of shut him down in this man-for-man. And Reynolds is upset about something, the ball movement. There goes Macri. Macri to Park, we got a walk.
Jim, you'll recall in the first quarter, Norristown kept taking the ball to the basket, drawing a lot of fouls. And that's what caused Pennwood to take their starters out. Maybe they'll try the same thing this half.
Crutchfield comes in, Thompson goes out. Lever, Crutchfield, Nealman, Griffin, and Lopp. And Coach McGee certainly going to his bench tonight, you know, making use of everybody. There goes Lopp with a fake on the move, pulls up with a jumper, he's got it. 20 points for James Lopp. Eagles by 6. Here comes Macri back. Macri on the left-hand dribble. Reynolds moving underneath, trying to get position. Ball over to Reynolds. Reynolds fakes on the drive, launches, he's got it. Reynolds with 19. Lever coming back, Eagles up by 4. Ball goes over to Lopp. Lopp on the drive, going all the way, he's got it.
Nice drive by Lopp. Pennwood wanted a charge on that, but didn't get it.
Parks. Parks launches, doesn't have a thing. Jenkins replaces Lopp. And Coach McGee certainly must have sent the wake-up call to some of his players after that last game. There goes Lever. Lever to Jenkins. Back outside to Lever. Crutchfield is on his right. There goes Jenkins with a jumper. He's got it. 49-41. Eagles red hot, Frank, and just the reverse of what happened last Friday night.
It's quite a contrast.
There goes Macri underneath the Parks. Parks pulls up his shot. And we're going to have a foul.
And Nealman was fouled. And
Nealman looks as though he may
fell
have
on
been
his
hurt.
hand.
He's up. Foul is either on Macri or Parks. It's on Macri.
I thought he hurt his hand, but then now he's limping a little bit.
Nealman's probably played 3 times as much as he did in the first game.
Well, he's done the job. He's been aggressive. You'll recall last year, a guy named Ian Morris, so aggressive under there.
Under 50 seconds, Lever with the ball. And Macri is calling, he wants a trap, but no one gives it to him. Crutchfield from the corner, no. Ball comes out, it's controlled by Jenkins. Nealman and Griffin on the board that time, knocking the ball loose. Lever on the drive, all the way, throws the jumper up, he's got it. Jimmy Lever with 8. Eagles out by 10, their biggest lead of the night.
And Jim, I like the way they're taking the ball to the basket a lot more.
Here comes Macri with the ball. Macri on the drive, taken away by Lever. Lever on the drive, all the way. Ball's missed, foul on Macri.
Is he calling that intentional?
Let's see. No, he's not. It's the 3rd foul on Hill. I thought it was on Macri. Lever's going to be on the line for shooting 2. There's 9.7 seconds left here in the 3rd period. Eagles have gone out to a 19-9 run, 20-9, as Jim Lever. And Frank, it couldn't be a more different 3rd quarter than what we saw last Friday night. Lever up around with a shot, he's got it. 53-41, Eagles by 12. Here comes Reynolds, he's going to look for the last shot. He launches it, it's a 3, no good. Lever with the ball, long shot up, it's no good. And the Eagles, at the end of 3 periods, affords a 12-point 53-41 lead over Pennwood.
And Jim, this is what the Eagles needed to get their confidence back. And I'll tell you, I really like the way they're taking the ball to the hoop, where if they don't make the shot, at least they're going to get fouled.
That period, Frank, Norristown surged at 21 points. Lopp had 13 of them. And when he can get hot, he can carry you.
Of course, you don't like to depend on just one man. And here's the Pennwood cheerleaders. Little different style than we're accustomed to. I guess we're still out in the conservative country.
Here we come. Eagles opening with Griffin, Nealman, Thompson, Lever, and Lopp out on the court. It's going to be Reynolds, Hill, Macri, Easley, and Booker in for Pennwood. Pennwood coach trying to get something ignited, and the guys off the bench the last time, including Booker, did it the last time. Eagles by 12 as we move into the 4th quarter. Macri with the ball.
Playing a man-to-man.
Easley launches the 3, no good. Nealman, Griffin, both there for the rebound. Griffin controls to Thompson. Thompson gives the ball up to Lever. Lever's going to hold the ball up high. I wonder if the smart move right now would make Pennwood come out of this zone. We got a 12-point lead. We could sit on it for 7 minutes.
I hear the coach saying, hold it out, hold it out.
Yep.
Make them come
They're
get
going to
you.
have to come out. There they come. He's going to get them into man-to-man. There goes over to Lopp. Lopp holding. Thompson's up high. Lever's to top, Lop's left. It's going to be Lop coming up to the top of the key. Lop with the ball, easily playing him. Underneath to Nealman. Macri steals, almost loses. We're going to have a foul on Nealman. Only the Eagles' fourth.
Well,
And
McGee didn't like that call.
Yeah. And there's a case, there's no great reason to throw that ball in. If they don't come out to play you, you just stand there. You got 12 points.
But Jim, I'm not sure that wasn't a play McGee had in mind. Just make Pennwood spread out and then quickly throw it underneath to somebody.
Macri gets it to Reynolds. Reynolds launches, no good. Rebound Strickland, up, in and out. And now Pennwood having trouble hitting Lever on the rebound. Coming with a break, round the back dribble, nothing there. Has to go back out to the top of the key. It's Jimmy Lever up high. Lop to his left, Thompson to his right. Griffin at the foul lane, Nealman underneath. Lever on the drive, on the move. Throws it up, no good. Battle for the rebound, taken off by Strickland. We're going to have a walk, I think.
Good
yes, we
call.
are.
I was afraid he was going to call a foul. He actually fell into the Norristown player. It was a great call by the official.
Here comes Starling off the bench, relieving Griffin. Going to be Thompson underneath. There's the inbound. Inbound comes over to Lop. Lop out of the corner, no good. Rebound underneath. Nealman tries to save, nobody there. Goes up to Easley. Lever almost drew the personal. Easley on the move, no foul. Starling off the Lever. And the Eagles certainly don't want to get in a run and shoot now. They have no reason to do so. Coming down under 6 minutes now left in the game. Nobody has scored yet this period. Lever with the ball. We have a timeout, Norristown.
Something McGee didn't like.
Well, I'm sure what he wants to do is tell him exactly what he wants. Looks like Pennwood has shifted into a man-to-man, so now you can start running your plays.
I think he's going to try to spread the defense out and then just throw that ball underneath to somebody. There's the Norristown cheerleaders with seniors Amanda Bob, Erica Smith, Tina Scott, Megan Updike, Jackie Michelonis, Mia Hong, Missy Mazzarelli, Dolores Higgins, Chris Montleone, Jackie Fryer. Led by captains Heather DePiro, Lori Lester, Tammy Kane. We've got a lot of seniors on the cheerleaders this year.
5:54 left in the game. Norristown Eagles still up 53-41. There have been no points scored yet here in the period, and the advantage certainly is with the Eagles right now. Pennwood has to come out and play them. And actually, if you're Pennwood, what you can do is foul and see what happens, because Norristown's record on the foul line has not been that good this year. Inbound pass comes to Nealman. He gives it back
Apparently
to Thompson.
they're going to a tight man-to-man.
Easily playing him. Macri is on Lever. Ball comes to Lever. Macri playing him. Lever on the move. There goes Lever on the spin, going in. Ball is blocked. Lop controls. He's got it. 24 for James Lop. Eagles off to its biggest margin of the night by 14.
Eagles still playing a man-to-man also.
Booker to Macri. Eagles have played a lot more man-to-man nights, Frank, too, than they did last Friday. Here comes Lever. Lever stops, coming outside. Ball knocked away. He controlled. Lever still with the ball. Over to Lop. Lop on the drive. Loses to Strickland. Or to Hill, that is. Hill to Macri. Macri up to Easley. Easy ball blocked by Nealman and Thompson. I'm not sure who blocked. Save is by Lop. Lever with the ball. Coming down. Lever with a jumper from the foul line. He's got it.
Now that's the jump shot you want to take. When you get within 10, 12 feet of that basket.
I want you to think about something, Frank, for the next time out. Lever has come off the bench tonight, scored 12 points. Would you be tempted to use the same strategy next game? Not start him, have him come off the bench and give that sudden spurt?
I don't know, Jim. You have to know the personality of the players for that. He's done a good job. He might expect to start the next game.
Thompson on the drive. He's got the bucket. 10 points. Foul, I think. think, is on Reynolds. The 4th foul on the team. Eagles by 18, and what a contrast with last Friday night. And the biggest difference, rebound by Lop, no, Booker off. Eagles are battling on the boards and getting the short shot tonight, Frank. Here comes Reynolds on the move, stops. Jumper up, no good. Battle for the tip, no good. Ball's out of bounds. It's off the Eagles. It will go over to Pennwood.
But Jim, contrast tonight how many three-point shots we've taken compared to last game. Last game we took very many three-point shots. Yep. Didn't make any of them, but we took a lot of them.
Reynolds. Gonna have a foul. It's only the 5th team foul on Norristown, so it's not a shooting foul. Must be on Lever. Reynolds inbound. Coming down to the 4-minute mark in the game, and Pennwood's going 4 minutes without a basket here, Frank. Haven't scored yet this period. It's Macri with the ball. Macri on the drive, going all the way around. He's got it. I guess I gave him the kiss of death on that. And we're under 4. Here comes Lop on the drive. Booker, spin move, no. Starling with a rebound, yes. Starling with 4, another offensive game. And Frank, here's a player with just 4 points, but he's been a factor because of his work on the boards.
And that's the contrast to last game also. The Norristown players are crashing the boards.
There goes a wild shot thrown up, no good. Ball comes down in the hands of Thompson. Thompson coming on the move. Thompson going all the way to Nealman. Nealman spins around, finds Lever. Lever launches.
Oh, now there's a terrible foul. He was way out there in three-point land.
Foul is on Reynolds. I wasn't even sure he hit him. Second foul on Reynolds. Only 2 shots. Apparently he must have been inside the line. Score is 61-43. There's 3 minutes and 18 seconds left. Eagles hanging on to that big lead. Lever, first one is around and out. Gary Coleman off the bench. He's replacing Booker. Booker looks like he might be limping. Lever ready with a second. Shot is up. He's got it. Lever with 13. Big points coming off the bench. Very productive evening for Jim Lever after a 3 for 18 shooting night in the first game. Macri is up high with the ball. Eagles by 19. Macri to Hill. Hill no good. Foul on the board. We're going to have a foul on Starling. That's a 6th-team foul. Coming into the game is number 14, Dan Higgins. And I think the Pennwood coach is just making sure he gets everybody in the game. He's replacing Tony Reynolds, who had 19 points tonight. A very strong game for Pennwood. Ball is in the corner to Easley. Easley's on the line, double teamed. Strong defense once again by the Eagles. Nealman to inbounds to our left. We're under 3, and it's Jimmy Lever with the ball, and Coach McGee is looking down his bench, and we'll start, I think, clearing the bench, getting players in. Lop inside to Nealman. Nealman to the board. He's got it. First points for Scotty Nealman. Jason Griffin off the bench. Franklin Barr is off the bench for Pennwood. And here comes number 5, Desmond Johnson also. Moved that time by Ben Easley, number 23. They got a timeout, Pennwood. That's Easley's first 2 at 64-45. And we're going to see the shock troops now coming in.
It's going to be interesting to see whether Pennwood's coach just puts other players in, or does he still think he can win this ball game?
No, he's been substituting. He's got Johnson has not played tonight. He's coming in. Higgins, who had not played, is just off the bench.
So you would say he's given up the game?
I would say he has conceded the game. Franklin Barr played a little bit in the first half. He is back in. And I think he very definitely feels that his players, an extremely strong second half for the Eagles. outscoring Pennwood so far 32-13. In a total contrast to the game last Friday night, where the Eagles were shot down into the second half.
Well, one thing I think the Eagles learned at the last game was there are no easy games, or very few in the league that they're in.
You remember a few years ago, we used to blow everybody out. There was a question whether we would get to 100. I don't think we're going to see many games like that this year. Here comes Lopp. Lopp to Starling. Starling to Griffin. Griffin underneath. Foul is being called. I think it's on number 45, Coleman. It'll be his third. He's going to be his fourth. It'll be Griffin shooting 2. 2:19 left in the game. Jason Griffin on the line for 2. Griffin shot up, strong off the back of the rim. Griffin ready with a second. Somebody's going to be in the lane. It's a question of who it is. It's Starling, so it'll be Pennwood ball. And once again, Frank, we owe a hearty thank you to John McCarroll doing a really superb job out here with the stats. It's as though he's worked with us for an entire lifetime. He's really keeping me up to date with everything. And next game, we promised the fans we're going to go for shots, the rebounds, the assists. We will have the whole statistical package. Number 54, Jason Graham is off the bench for the Eagles. Number 52, Ahmad Johnson comes into the game.
Now the next 2 games are away games. December 7th at Downingtown, December 9th at Penn Ridge. The next home game will be on the 13th against William Tennant.
One of the league games, and those are the games. Hey, Frank, Ahmad Johnson looked like he was trying to pull his pants up.
I think he looks like he's about to lose it.
Hey, look at him.
Look at him.
This may be the all-time low record. Holy mackerel. It was the move by Easy. His ball was blocked in there by Jason Graham. Comes to Lopp. Lopp to Lever. Lever passes up the shot, moving outside with the ball. Lever at the top of the key. Lopp on his left. Number 52, Ahmad Johnson over on his right. It's number 54, Jason Graham, and number 00, Jason Griffin in the lineup. Eagles content to hold the ball with a 19-point lead. And this is actually good. Don't try to rack the score up. Lever on the move. Lever over to Johnson. Johnson on the dribble finds Lopp. Lopp moving in. Lopp going to go. Looks for Graham underneath. Nothing there. Comes to Johnson. Johnson's going to go all the way. Tries to give it off. Bad decision.
Oh, nice.
Lever with a steal. Lopp is down. Lopp's going to go up.
He didn't dunk it, Jim.
How about that? You think he got the message? Eagles by 21, 66-45. We're under a minute. It's Higgins with the ball. Higgins on the drive. We're going to have a foul on Johnson reaching around. They're in the 1-on-1 situation. Off the Eagles bench is number 0, Daryl Ray, and number 50, Dawood Johnson, who also played in the JV game.
I think we ought to get Ahmad Johnson a pair of suspenders.
I think it's the first time I ever saw a player try to dribble and hold up his pants at the same time. Higgins on the line shooting. Will be going for 1-on-1. Shot is up, no good. Battle for the rebound comes down. No good. Shot that time by Coleman, controlled by number 50, Dawood Johnson, who goes off to Ahmad Johnson. Coming down, he was going to take a shot. Higgins with the ball, can't get away with it. Ray with the steal. Over to Crutchfield. Crutchfield on the move with a drive. Ball is blocked. Coleman with a rebound. Over to Johnson. Desmond Johnson on the drive. He's going all the way. Shot's up. He's got it. First 2. Coming down to the 25-second mark. It's Ahmad Johnson with the ball. He's coming almost a foul. 54, Dawood Johnson. Could have had Jason Graham, rather. Takes the shot. He's got it. Jason Graham with 2. 68-47 Eagles. Under the 10-second mark. Ball comes to Easley. Up with a jumper. Shot. No good. 3 Eagles on the board. They're fighting each other. We're going to have a walk with 1.1 seconds. Pennwood will inbound the ball. Here comes the ball coming out to Johnson, launches a shot. It's no good. And we're here, the final score, Norristown 68, Pennwood 47. And Frank, we'd have to say after that first game, an impressive performance. And whatever they talked about after that game Friday night, it certainly took with the Eagles, and they looked like a much better team tonight.
Well, Jim, they were much more aggressive. They took the ball to the basket quite a bit, and that's what I like. Taking the ball to the basket, you can draw the foul even if you don't make the shot. Of course, where the improvement is really needed is in their foul shooting, and I would like to see a little more balanced scoring. If Lop has an off night, they could still be in trouble unless they get a little more balance in their scoring.
I think the guy that can score that we didn't see a lot out of tonight, scoring-wise, was Lofton Thompson.
Yeah,
and he's very content to play his role as a
right.
playmaker.
I think he could score a lot more than he does. But you know, he's a very generous ball player, and he passes the ball around a lot. He's a real team player. Well, December 7th, it's at Downingtown, and December 9th at Penridge, and we'll be back here on December 13th against William Tennant.
I would expect us, Frank, to win all those 3 games and start on a record. Hopefully, you don't want to look ahead, but a game that fans might really want to try to think about is going out to Coatesville to see the Coatesville game. We've been there before. Coatesville is loaded this year. They're one of the top District 1 teams, and we should learn a lot about ourselves at that game. Have the final stats here, thanks to John McCarroher, who did a really good job. For Pennwood, Aaron Macri had 2. Tony Reynolds was the big man with 19. Ben Easley with 2. Dan Parks with 7. Marion Strickland with 8. Kyle Hill with 2. Ryan Booker with 5. Desmond Johnson with 2. Team shooting 9 for 15 from the foul line, 60%. For the Eagles of Norristown, leading the way was James Lopp with 26. Strong performance with James, coming off an off night. Mike Starling with 4, Scott Nealman with 2. Jimmy Lever off the bench with 13. A very nice performance for him. Lofton Thompson, double figures with 10. Jason Graham, 2. Omar Jenkins, 6. Ty Crutchfield, 3. Jason Griffin, 2. The only disturbing factor, a 10 for 22 foul shooting night. Once again, below 50%. And outside of that, a very good Eagle performance. Once again, Norristown triumphing 68-47, going 1-on-1 in the Lear. Looking forward to its next games. We will be here at home next week. Looking forward, hoping you fans will come out and join the Eagles and watch this team as they begin their league play. For John McCarroher, our statistician, Frank Winkle, Jim Nelson, we say good night. We hope to see you here.